You can sense that there's a more volatility in the environment. We're getting periods of drought, and then you're also getting like sustained periods of wet.
Foula is the most remote inhabited island in the UK, but its 28 residents are becoming increasingly vulnerable to the impact of climate change.
Because we're on the periphery, then we feel those changes before other people do. So I think that's why the community is so motivated and kind of embracing the changes that need to happen.
Foula isn't on the national grid. Electricity didn't even arrive here until the late 1980s, but where the island once fell behind the rest of the country, it's now striding ahead, getting most of its power from renewables.
The island is now mostly powered by wind turbines, hydroelectricity and solar panels, but it is still reliant on coal to heat homes.
That's a combination of badly insulated houses, being in a very windy, cold environment. So we will try to decarbonise the heating in people's homes by increasing the size of the grid and saying to people, you can now heat your homes with electrical appliances.
At 81, Sheila is one of Foula's oldest residents. She's seen firsthand the impact of global warming and is undertaking wildlife surveys to keep track of the birds on the island.
What changes have you seen over the last few years?
They've actually declined very badly and very dramatically. Some species are down maybe to only 10% of what they used to be. Very depressing for us to see the birds going down and down like that, as well as being worrying and affecting us economically, like some people are dependent on the tourist trade for their livelihoods. I do feel lonely when the birds are gone. The noises change, like instead of hearing the birds calling and so on, you hear the wind and the sea, and those two noises are quite lonely noises.
Transport to and around Foula is still dependent on fossil fuels, but islanders are decarbonising in other areas and are hopeful they'll achieve net zero well ahead of the national target of 2045.
If we can do it on Foula, where it is a challenge, I think that's a message to other communities that they can also do decarbonisation.
Polly Bartlett, STV News, Foula.